Namaste, welcome back to the Pragna channel, and you are watching AWS real-time cloud projects for beginners to experts. And we so far finished 60 projects. Yes, 60 projects. So we are almost close enough to becoming an expert, and almost we are there to earning almost 3 years of experience as an AWS developer or engineer, whatever you want to call it. All right, so without wasting any time, let's start with our project number 61, which is going to be about infrastructure as code. I think the name itself is good enough, right? Infrastructure as code, IAC. Which service do we call infrastructure as a code? Anyone? Yep, you are right. Cloud formation. I am assuming this project will be about cloud formation. All right, okay, let's go ahead and see what this is about. A startup company requires rapid deployments of its IT resources for application development. The company's complaints officer has a big challenge tracking and managing any changes to AWS resource configurations. So let's go and help them out. Hello, thanks for stopping by. I have a complaints problem that I hope you can help with. We all do have complaints issues, don't we? Hi, I will if I can. What is the problem? I am the complaints officer for a new startup company. Because we are a startup, we need to be agile and move fast. But changes can be made to the IT environment that are not tracked and are often in violation of our agreed standards. Is there anything we can do to help automate the complaints of IT resources? Yes, there is. I would start by using infrastructure as code with AWS Cloud Formation. That change alone will help standardize your creation and change process. Infrastructure as a code? I know what IT infrastructure is, but I don't understand how it can be accomplished with code. With infrastructure as code, you create a template that describes all the AWS resources that you want to include in your infrastructure, such as Amazon EC2 instances and AWS Lambda functions. CloudFormation can then provision and configure those resources for you. You can treat your new template like any other code by saving it in a repository and performing a code review on it before deployment. Awesome. But how can that help with complaints? You can ensure that standards are followed during the code review process. But even as you manage your resources through CloudFormation, users can change those resources outside of CloudFormation. What's great is that CloudFormation has drift detection. That's the ability to detect if resources no longer match the template used to deploy them. That is fantastic. So by using CloudFormation and drift detection, I can tell when something has been changed in our environment. Now, if we could just automatically reverse the changes, you can. In AWS Lambda, you can create a function that monitors for drift and remediates any drift that is detected. That sounds really cool and it would make my work much easier. Can you show us how to use CloudFormers drift detection and how Lambda remediates the changes it detects? Of course I can. Thank you. Just let me know when you are done. Okay, so let's see what are our learning objectives. We learn about provisioning resources with CloudFormation, review the concept of drift detection in CloudFormation, use a Lambda function to detect and remediate drift. We used CloudFormation multiple times, but we never used drift detection and remediate drift. So let's go. Okay, this should be fun. Let's go and check our video concepts. As usual, I highly recommend you to watch all these videos if you haven't already watched. This is the this is process of getting that 3 to 4 years AWS experience. So you have to watch it if you want that kind of experience because these videos are a fun way they explain in-depth knowledge about the services, respective services. So I will recommend you to watch them. So how do you watch? There will be a link, pop-up link right here you will see, which will take you to AWS tutorials for beginners playlist. In that playlist, search with these names and then watch the videos. All right. Okay. So let's go through our diagram steps. In this solution, a template stored in an S3 bucket is used by CloudFormation to deploy and manage a stack. What is a stack? It is a collection of AWS resources that you can manage as a single unit. Any changes manually made to that stack are detected and remediated by an Lambda function. A template is used to describe resources within a stack. This template can be uploaded from local storage or obtained from S3 bucket. Any changes to the stack after deployment should be managed by CloudFormation. Changes to the resources can be made directly, but these direct changes can create issues when updating or deleting an existing stack through CloudFormation. While drift can be manually detected, this solution uses a Lambda function to automatically obtain the stack's drift status from CloudFormation. An Amazon Event Bridge rule is set up to invoke the Lambda function on a schedule. When invoked, the Lambda function queries for the drift status. The Lambda function then automatically reverses any changes as required to bring the stack back to a non-drifted state. That is awesome. I think I will download this script because I can use it at my work as well. Now let's take a look at the practice lab goals and DIY. Practice lab goals: provision AWS resources by using CloudFormation. Then we will review the concept of drift detection. Then we will simulate drift. Review how to detect and remediate drift by using Lambda function. Then we will create event bridge. DIY, we are going to modify the Lambda function to detect and remediate changes to the EC2 instance profile. Then we will simulate the drift. Then we will verify the updated Lambda. Alright, that sounds amazing. So let's jump into it as soon as possible. Okay, let's start the lab. And we don't have any files to download. As usual, I won't read the concepts, but you read the concept. I highly recommend you do that. Pause the video, read the concept, then go to the next one. So let's go to S3 as soon as we stepped into it. First thing is S3 and resource bucket. And this is our CloudFormation YAML file. Okay, so let's click on that to copy that URL. Then go to CloudFormation. And then we are going to create a stack with new resources. And we will point the template is present in the S3 with this URL. Then scroll down and we are going to name it app stack. Scroll down and then the VPC, obviously infra code VPC or the lab VPC. Then we are going to scroll down without, these are advanced, we don't need them, and review the parameters and the template. I guess that's about it. And it will take some time for it to create, depends on what services you have in the stack. Okay, once everything is either in green, that's when we can confirm that all the services are provisioned. Then we go to EC2, check the running instances, and you can see an app server is started. We go to security, and who created it? You can see app stack web server security group. Let's click on that. Okay, don't forget to read the concept. And we are going to edit the inbound rules. Add rule, I think we are doing this to simulate the drift because we are not supposed to modify these which are created by the CloudFormation. So we are just going and modifying the or we are adding an inbound rule just to create that, simulate the drift process. And we are saying HTTPS anywhere. And now we are going to go to CloudFormation. Okay, so now this should detect the drift. Okay, so once it's done, we need to see view drift results, and it is going to tell us that somebody modified this security group, which is something that we already did. Okay, then okay, let's go back. Security group, this one. Okay, let's click on detect stack drift, then review that, then review modified, choose this, and then view drift details. Okay, when we do that, it is going to select this. So select this one, then scroll down And as you can see, it is showing this is the change that happened. So actual is this one. This is something that is added to it. Okay. And then we are going to the lambda function. Why? Because now we identified the drift. We need to remediate it. So fix it. So we already have a lambda function called lambda function compliance. We will replace the stack name with whatever stack name we created earlier. And then we will deploy it. And then we will review it. When we go there, we will review it. We don't have to do it right now. They want us to look at this particular code because as part of DIY, we are going to uncomment it and run it. So we'll go to event bridge now. What is event bridge? Event bridge, we are going to schedule the fixing or yeah, fixing the drift using the lambda. That's what we are going to do. Okay, rules, create a role and let's name it compliance lambda role. Description, it doesn't matter. We can give anything, but let me copy paste it. I'm lazy as always. Okay, so let's go to schedule. I think we have done this previously in one of the projects. So schedule, we are going to schedule it and we can use event bridge scheduler. It's a new scheduling capacity. Okay, we used to use cron. Continue to create role and we'll at the rate 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes it is going to run. Schedule that runs at a regular rate such as every 10 minutes. So we'll schedule it for 2 minutes. That's fine. Next. And what is the target? Obviously, what are we running every 2 minutes? AWS service, it's a lambda function and that is the lambda function name. And no tags. Next. Then we have the bridge role created. And if we go back to the security after 2 minutes or 5 minutes, if we go there and if we check the security group, it should show us, oh, we are going to add another one. Okay, no problem. So we are going to add another one, which is add role, choose HTTPS, click save roles. And click refresh. Keep on clicking refresh. I think it will be disappear, I guess. You might need to refresh all time when the lambda function runs, review to ensure that is removed. I think that's about it. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go. Let's go home, sleep, done. Nope. We should implement whatever they showed us. But to summarize what we did is, it's very simple. There was a cloud formation stack. Stack is nothing but code written to provision certain services. In our case, I think it is provisioning an EC2 server and then creating a security group and configuring that EC2 server, etc. Once we did that, you cannot modify anything that is provisioned by CloudFormation. I mean, you can, but it is not recommended. So to simulate that, we went ahead and modified the security group that is created by the CloudFormation. Then we went to the CloudFormation and said, okay, I did that. Now let's see if you can detect the drift, which it successfully did it. And then what are we supposed to do? We have to remediate it, right? So we have to fix it. So for that, there is already a lambda function created by this lab. But we went ahead and scheduled it using event bridge to run every 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes it is going to run that lambda function, and if there is anything difference, then it is going to remove it and it is going to take it back to however CloudFormation deployed it. All right, so I hope you followed that. Now let's go and repeat the same thing again. Okay, I don't know how many times does this do. All right, 2 times, I guess. That's not bad. Uh-oh, spoke too fast. What is this? I don't want the. Okay, resource bucket. This is the file. Copy the, I think, object URL. Yeah, copy the object URL. Let me paste it on my notepad. I think that's about it. Cloud formation. You might be seeing like, oh, there are yes, because whenever we create a lab, how does it create the lab for us? Obviously, it is going to execute cloud formation stacks or templates, they are called. Yeah, see this? They created this and had, yeah, that's the lab that we are going to get. Anyways, we are here. What are we going to do? We are going to create a stack with new resources, and that template is ready, and it is a Amazon S3 URL, which is this one. Click next. And the stack name I am going to give is app stack. Instance type, I think that is fine. And this is the VPC we are going to select next. That rollback, I don't care. I don't care. I think we are not going to touch any of these, so I will ignore them. Template is ready. Everything is ready. Submit it. So it's going to, I don't think it will take long time because it's just an EC2 instance that is triggering. So let it take time. I will be back. Okay, as you can see, our app server is created right now as we speak. So let's go ahead. Stack info, you can see it's create complete, and we are not going to come back here. So let's go and EC2, open up instances, our T2 small, I guess. Yep, click on that. And if we go to security and our security groups, now let's go ahead and create the drift, shall we? So let's edit inbound role. Let's add a role, custom. What did they add? I think it is HTTPS 443, and let's select, I think, isn't this like anywhere IPv4? Yeah. Save roles. So this is like messing up with the matrix, which we did. Oh, and we have to go again to cloud formation. Never mind. Okay, why are we here again? Let's select app stack. Then let's go to stack action, drift, detect the drift. Okay, and okay, we detect initiated. That's fine. Where will you show? View drift results. Okay, as you can see, well, this was quick. It already identified it. Select this one. It is in sync. There is no problem with the server because we didn't change anything with the EC2, but the security group, it is modified because these are the only two it created. Click view drift, and as you can see, it's modified. And what is added? Something is added. That is the current value, and actual value, you can see this is the one that is actually added. Does it not show it? Okay, anyways, you can see, right? All right, so we it detected it, which is good, but how do we remediate it, which means how do we undo it? So right, that's how the compliance is. Even if somebody changes, if you have something to that runs, goes and remediates automatically, obviously it will be complied. So now let's go to applications, and we already have that lambda function complaints. Let's go and update the stack name. I think it is this one, app stack. Deployed. Okay. So Here, what is this doing? It is connecting to both a cloud formation as well as IAM. Then it is creating a function wherein it is saying allowed IP permissions are these and these. Then it is connecting to EC2. Then it is getting the security group using the resource ID. And then it is checking the IP permissions for the security group and it is logging them. Revoke security group ingress, authorize security group ingress, configuration restored. It is restoring it back to whatever that is. Repairing instance profile. This is for the DIY, so don't worry about it right now. Similar for similarly, I mean whatever we did for the security group, it will do for the instance profile. And it is going to run this one detection ID. It is going to detect initiating drift detection complete, whether it failed or succeeded. Then based on the detection, if everything is in sync, then it is good. Um, then detection status, if it is failed, then it is going to log that. And if it says it is drifted, then it is going to execute the describe stack resource drift to see all of them. And then it will get the stack name. And I think for each stack, it is going to loop and get the resource type, what is its ID, expected properties, actual properties, whatever we have seen, right? Then it is going to try if resource type is security group, then it will run the function that it created, etc. above, and it is going to fix it. And same thing, if it is instance, it is going to run this instance profile, but this is commented, we can uncomment it later on for our DIY. Anyways, I deployed it, which is good. Now let's go back to Cloud formation? Don't I have cloud formation? Oh, did I close it again? Come on. But do I need cloud formation? No, I don't need it. I need event bridge. Is that the case? I don't think so. For us, I don't think we got that at all. Okay, let me see. Create role. Give that. This one. Create role. That's it. Is it because of that? Wow. Holy. Oh, weird. But that's okay. I think that's it, guys. I don't know why I was struggling since forever. Yeah, no wonder. Okay, I don't care. Anyways, we have that. It's enabled. We have the schedule which runs every 2 minutes. So if I go back to the security group, refresh this. Okay, I don't know when that will trigger. So let me go and see this role. Fixed rate every 2 minutes. Okay, we'll see. Once it runs, I will come. All right, after some time, as you can see, it removed that HTTPS that we added. And one way to see that whether it ran or not is how we go to monitor that particular Lambda function. You can go to CloudWatch, but this is the shortcut. If you click on it, it will directly take you to that log group. Otherwise, you would have to go to CloudWatch, then click log groups, and then you have to pick that Lambda log group. But here it will directly put you in there. Okay, if I come down, I will click on this. As you can see, it ran. It ran, and then you can see the cedar block. That is how it is supposed to be. But it has identified an extra one. Okay, then I think, yeah, you can see the extra one. I think it will remove it, and you can see that scheduler, it triggered it, and then it ran it again. Drift detection complete. Now the status is no drift detected. I think somewhere it will say drift detection complete. Drift status is detection complete, and it showed that. Okay, so you can see the Lambda ran successfully, and we did it. Finally, we finished this one. I mean, we struggled some time regarding that event bridge, but anyways, now let's go and do the DIY. Let's do instance profiles. This is easy peasy because we already know where it is. We will just have to go and uncomment this part. You know the shortcut to uncomment all the lines? Control forward slash. That's it. Let's go deploy. Simulate drift by changing the assigned EC2 instance profile, which we can do it. How do you do it? You go to EC2 dashboard, instances, go there and go to this one. Oh no, we go to actions, security, modify IAM role, and let's select no IAM role, update. Okay, so we did this. Now this will start trailing. Okay, so when it gets triggered, when event bridge triggers every 2 minutes, right? When it triggers, then it will show that here. So let's wait for that to happen. I mean, it will take some time. So if you want to skip a little bit, you can, but I want to show that. Or you know what? I will pause it, and when it starts showing logs, I will resume. Okay, I think I might be looking at the wrong log stream. So let's go back log groups, and it's this one. And yes, I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking at this, but looks like it already ran. And looks like there is a syntax in the Lambda error. What is that? Roll back the attached. Oh, maybe I think I commented out a comment. So let's go back and fix that. Yeah, this one. Funny. Deploy it. I think this time let's try to look at the correct one. Not this one. Okay, let's see. Every 2 minutes. So it's won't be triggered, I guess. I don't know when it will get triggered. So let's see. Okay, it is triggering. So if I start trailing, okay, I don't know. This is not working. Okay, it is. Okay, as you can see, empty. Maybe it already deleted in the previous one. Drifted stack resources, app server. Okay, it is showing image ID, all that. And let's see. Let's go back. This is not clear for me. Okay, this is good. Okay, it's all showing all that. But let me see. I mean, I don't want to say all that. We already know how to do that. Now let's go refresh this, select this, and if I go to security, as you can see, my IAM role is back. Previously, I removed it, but it is back. So now let's come back and let's give the stack. I don't want to waste any time here. So let's enter it. I think if everything we did is correct, you know what will happen. Come on. Yes, that will happen. All right. What do you guys think about this project? Did you enjoy it? I enjoyed it. I learned something new. I mean, even though I struggled a little bit at the event bridge, I think that's fine. It's process. It's part of the process. Whenever you fail at something or whenever you feel like it is too hard, don't get discouraged. That's part of the life. You know, it should give you motivation to like, okay, it's hard, but let me do it. Right? That's at least that's how I see certain thing. Like whenever I try to learn, I mean, come on. I'm not a smart guy, as I always say in one of the couple of videos. I always told you that I am not the smartest guy in the world. I'm not even the smartest compared to the 10% or 1% out there. But what I am confident about myself is my hard work. I work hard. I spend more time. I spend, if a person reads certain thing one time, I read 5 times. Because again, I am not smart, but most of the things in the world to do that, you don't need smartness, you need hard work, which I know that I can do. So I started with the solutions architect and it was tough initially. I didn't give up. Okay, so I said, okay, let's not start here. Let's go and start with cloud practitioner. Then I referred 6, 7 sources. I read a couple of books. I watched YouTube, Udemy courses. Then I did 2 courses on AWS. So after doing all that, I finished cloud practitioner. Then went and again read a couple of books, watched Udemy courses, etc. for the solutions architect, etc. So if I read a book one time, I won't get anything. That's how smart I am. So I don't get discouraged. Instead, I will try to read it from a couple of sources, etc. So don't feel it that way because I have seen a couple of guys on the comments like, oh, looks like this is hard, etc. Don't. You know, all you have to do is if you don't get it first time, read it again, read it again, read it again, read it again, read it again. Eventually, you are going to get it. But most of the people leave it because they are lazy. So I'm sorry for being too honest. That's the case. Most of us are lazy to do it. We are not ready to repeat it that many times, ready to study it that many times. So the easiest one is leave it. That's what we do. So don't be discouraged. Don't do that. There is nothing you cannot do if you put all your heart to it and really, really, really work hard. This is great. Seeing Lambda put the configuration back to the one that was approved in the template is really cool. I know. I know, right? Okay, looks like these are all the same animals doing the same things. I'll just select this one. So that being said, let me know in the comments what you think. But mandatory things are like and comment, subscribe, and optional thing is becoming a member. Fireworks. I mean, if they are all over the place, it would have been nice. I mean, come on, this is software you could have. Let the fireworks all over the place. Okay, it's feedback time, and I liked it. So, if we summarize what we did, what did we do? We created CloudFormation stack based on a file that they already gave us. Oh, by the way, if you want to see that file, let me show you that file. Mhm. Oh, I didn't download it. Did I? I think they already closed the lab. I'm sorry. I thought of showing you guys, but okay. Next time we will have so many projects and almost there to get the badge. Okay, so let's go ahead and zap some drones. Which changes will appear in CloudFormation drift detection? Huh? Okay, this it appeared within the operating system. I don't think so. Yeah, even this one it happened, right? But they are not telling us to select multiple items. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Okay, so as you can see, what security group? What is this? Okay, this is weird. Okay. Um, let's go back. Which changes will appear in cloud formation drift detection? If it is more than one, it will actually show us. I don't think AWS roles it will show. I think I'll select this one. Yeah. I think it is more than one answer. It just didn't. How can drift detection be invoked in cloud formation? No, I think we can manually detect it. So this is wrong. Yeah, this can be done through Lambda. No, I think these two. Thank you. Which method is used to determine the expected property values when drift detection runs in cloud formation? Drift detection, I don't think we provide anything. I think it looks at all the resources and shows drift on any that do not match the average values. Uses the parameters. I think it does this one. Okay, I don't see any. They are far, far away. Even they are far, far away. Let's go and get. That's far away. Too far. Wow, that's too far. Which options are available to remediate resources that show a drifted state? Manually change the resource so that it matches the template again. Hmm, what do you think? Yeah, maybe. No, I don't think it. I don't know. Hmm, yeah, I don't think that is the one. Right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Solutions Architect wants to detect drift on resources by using AWS Cloud Formation. Which resources can detect a drift? An individual resource within a stack provisioned by Cloud Formation. A stack of resources provisioned by Cloud Formation. I think it has to be provisioned by Cloud Formation. Yeah, that's it. I was just being careful because the last answer is wrong. Where are you going? I think it's almost immediately. It's called real time for a reason. I think we are done with the questions. I think we did two, at least I did two or three questions wrong. So let me know in the comments and do like, and thank you very much for spending your time here. Have a nice day. See you in the next video and peace out.